Well, I didn't intend to do a fire in the rain, but I had to put up the tarp here. Got to clean out this fire pit. I want to put it right about there though, and cook some steak. And I'll move back so you can see the tarp. But I had to have it so I keep dry. Plus, had a campfire at the very end down there, and it's raining really hard earlier, and now it you can kind of tell it's sprinkling. It's kind of pretty now, the sun's shining. It's raining as you can see, but yellow aspen over there, and another fire pit. Clean this one up now, and I'm gonna have my fire right there, and I got a nice shield over it, so it should be good. Kind of walking toward the creek a little bit. Right in here, the last time I was here there wasn't any water, but all this rainfall and runoff, had a little bit of snow in the mountains, but it's a nice aspen up there growing. That's why I kind of like this area. It is always pretty no matter what time of the year. Even in this rain, it is really neat. Well, this is pretty interesting. This tree, I heard a crash over here, and it's aspen, and it broke off right there and fell through the underbrush right here and clear over through there into the creek. So not a real safe place to be where the wind's blowing and it's wet and moist. I mean soft. So here's the other end of the aspen. You can see where, maybe you can, where it just made impressions. Leaves are still on the tops of the branches, and it shows it's a fresh tree that way. I thought these aspens would hold up two more, but it got cracked off up there on the trunk. Well, I got my fire started. It was a little bit hard. I used to use some mats. I didn't do any bushcraft fancy stuff, the bow drill or anything. I got the grill set in here, so when I get coals done over here, I'm going to scrape them over here, put my steak on the grill that Scab made, and I got it pretty low to the ground because I'm just going to put the coals underneath it, so it should work out fine. I just got to let my fire go. It's not cold out, just real wet, and it stopped raining for a little bit, which is kind of nice. But anyway, keep tuned in. Well, I'm drinking my second cup of coffee, and it's raining right now again. And I got my Scab grill going here with my really thick steak. Might have to cut it in half. I usually broil those, but anyway, it's working well. Got my feeder fire over here. It's not cold or anything out, but sure is wet and nasty. And then it actually at times the sun comes out, but just sitting under here enjoying everything right now, watching my steak cook and feeding the fire. Cheers. Now you can hear the rain out here now. It's really coming down. Glad I'm underneath this shelter. I cut the steak in half, and it's cooking really fast now. It was just too thick. to get anything going much. But you can look out here and see how rainy it is. So I'm nice and cozy in here. I got a fire going. The fire's underneath the lean-to enough, just barely outside of it here, so that it keeps it going that way. Anyway, doing hunky-dory. I got my fire going here. It's raining like crazy out. Be a good time to practice split wood fire in the rain. I'm too cozy in here right now. Well, now I'm able to get the spoils of my cooking here. Really nice, well done steak. I like A1 on it. And I got some beans cooking down here too. So I'll grab those. There's some of them. Let the rest of them cook. So, really nice. Beans and petite filet mignon steak. Can't beat it. Out here in the woods, protected by the rain. Thanks, Scap, for a neat, very neat grill. You can get it up the height you want down there. It's super. Getting other piece of steak, keeping it warm there, letting the coals die down now. But yummy. Just giving you an idea of how muddy the creek is and everything, and how much rain is coming. Most of the leaves off the alders are gone. Going down river here. Raining pretty good. Got out of my shelter area and wanted to come down to the creek, but pretty muddy. You can see how muddy it is. A lot of rain falling today, but fun day no less. Well, as much as it's been raining and you want to get dry wood, it's really tough. But I found this fir and all this dry stuff underneath here, and this is where you need to look. It snaps off. Great fire starter, and then get bigger stuff. You may not be able to get huge amounts, but moving back, I'll show you. That area right there is just all dry right there. And you come out here though, and you see how wet the ground is. So if you're out looking for dry wood, then look for these places that are under these big firs or pines or overhangs of some sort. They'll give you what you need to at least start your fire. Well, probably crazy for coming out here in some ways, but then again, I was warm and cozy most of the time. But you can see how the old water is getting muddy, and it's raining like crazy right now.